Hey, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be here for this video. I am all about planning, as I'm sure that you are, and that's why you're here. So today I'm going to be talking about how you can plan to succeed, because it's one thing to write it down in your planner and make it cute and all of that, but it's another thing to actually implement things into your life and get things done. And so that's what we're going to be talking about today. Okay, so I decided not to write really like a full script or anything for this, but I did write down a couple bullet points just so I can stay on task, because I can definitely go on a tangent for a long time and I don't want to do that. So first of all, I'm Tatiana. I am the owner of Stationery Muse. Welcome to my channel. I love inspiring women and encouraging them that they can do anything they set their minds to. And when I say they, I'm talking about you. I'm so happy that you're here and I'm so excited about this topic. So let's get into it. I have 5 things that I have to suggest for you when it comes to planning to succeed. I think that one of the biggest things for myself is I am guilty of writing down all this stuff, because it's very impressive when you have these long to-do lists and you fill your planner up with all of these tasks and things you want to get done, but it's not so impressive when you look back and it's like Friday and you've maybe done 2 or 3 of the things on there, and it's just, you know what I mean? It never really goes anywhere. And so I'm guilty of this. This happens to me all the time in personal life and in business. I think it's just one of those things where, you plan to do things, but, life happens, things happen. And so I really want to give you guys some tips of how you can actually write the stuff down and turn it into from a thought or something on a piece of paper to actually getting the things done. So number 1 is to simplify your surroundings. So what I found for myself is that when I'm surrounded by clutter, and that's just around my house, in this office, like the baby's room, our bedroom, whenever there's just clutter, I cannot think properly. Like, I still am able to get things done, but for some reason, I'm not as productive. I'm stressed, and it just kind of almost adds this pressure to a situation that doesn't need to be there, because I'm like, okay, I got all this stuff to do, but it's like, oh, I really need to clean up that pile of clothes over there. So that's one thing that I'm really working on, especially in this year, is trying to simplify my space. I actually started watching the woman, I think her name is Marie Kondo, the Netflix series. She made that book. I think it's called like A Year of Tidying Up or something like that. I'll link that down below. I have not read it, but the other day, me and my husband binged quite a few of the episodes, and it really got me inspired to want to do that in our house. So I actually started with our kitchen over the weekend, and it already just feels so much better to be in there. When I'm in there, I feel like I'm focused. I don't mind being in there, and it almost inspires me to keep it clean and not just like leave stuff. It's, like when it's just a whole bunch of stuff everywhere, I think sometimes you're just kind of like, well, it's already messy. So at least that's how I am. So the fact that it's clean has really helped me a lot, and I can't wait to do that through all the spaces in our house. But that's also another thing. So, I'm saying simplify your surroundings and different things like that. I just feel like when you have a clean space, you can have a clear mind to be able to focus and get things done. The second thing is to designate a specific time to get this done, whether it is simplifying your space, but also whatever the tasks are that you have. So I shared with you guys that I have a little weekly cleaning list that I'm trying to use so that it's not so overwhelming to take care of a whole household, because sometimes it can be kind of a lot, especially when you're juggling that on top of all of the other 50,000 things that we are expected to do every day. So things like that, where you kind of set up some time and you have it to go. So I actually made a DIY schedule, and I'll kind of insert a clip in here somewhere for my business as well. I kind of use that same cleaning schedule type of setup, and I use that for my business. And I figure I'm like, Mondays are going to be for this, Tuesdays are going to be for this. Today's actually Tuesday. It's for filming and photography. So that kind of gets my focus in on what I want to do. So for my cleaning list, I can actually show you guys, because I have it right here. So for my cleaning list, this is actually the list from This Well-Planned Life, but Monday is all about the kitchen. So I clean the fridge, mop, sweep, all those different things. Now, this stuff may not always happen exactly as planned. That's life. But the fact that I'm trying to create a system, a designated time, and I'm able to put that in my calendar, put it in my planner, it kind of allows for me to, it almost gives me something to focus on for that day. So today's Tuesday, so I need to clean our room, get our room straightened up. And then Tuesday for my business is filming and photography. So that's what I'm working on today. If I have time to fit other things in, I will, but I know for sure those are my focuses. And if you do that with anything in life, even if you're just like, okay, I think every week I'm going to dedicate an hour to this, that, and the third, it will give you so much more of an edge to be able to get things done because you actually plan that time out. And I mean, literally plan it out, write it on there, put the time you're going to do it, whatever the case is. So that's number 2. Number 3 is to surround yourself with positivity. So I think one of my biggest things that I'm guilty of, and I definitely want to talk about this in another video, is comparison and just being negative on myself. That's just something that has always been a battle of mine pretty much since I've been kind of like a young adult, I guess you could say, even like in high school and different things like that. I'm just that person that always dwells on negativity, and I've gotten so much better over the years, but it's still something that occasionally will come into the mix. And so again, I'll have all these plans of things I want to get done, and then let's say maybe this is just a real scenario. So I have like my list of stuff that I need to do, and I'm so excited what I'm going to be working on for my business, or I don't know, maybe I have some plans for the house or whatever the case is, and then I get on social media and then I see someone just got a new car, or I see that someone's business is doing, you know, like so much better than mine or anything like that. And I don't think it's necessarily, I would never say it's jealousy. It has nothing to do with that. Just something that's within myself. So I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but sometimes, you know, social media can cause negativity. Just one of those things. Comparison is a huge thing that can definitely stop us from getting things done, especially when you see all of these like picture perfect cookie cutter moms on Instagram, and everybody is showing like the positives of their business and stuff. But what people don't show a lot of times is the work, the being tired, the struggles, the failures, different things that we all go through. But when you see someone's successes, sometimes you forget for a second, like, okay, they probably had to go through a lot to get there. And so you're just looking at the fact like, oh, they're doing so well, like, why am I not doing this? And so one of my things I like to do is I definitely like to take a break from social media, but even beyond that, I like to just surround myself with positivity. So that's just my word of the year. That's positive quotes. I actually have my daughter on my phone screen, and every time I open my phone and I see her little smile on my lock screen, it just makes me happy. Like things like that. When I open my planner, have encouraging quotes. I love having encouraging quotes like on my desktop, on my computer, just different things that I'm constantly looking at so that I always have something inspirational. Before I had the picture of her, I used to have quotes, like a really nice quote on my phone background that I would like switch out every now and then. So surround yourself with positive things. If you have somewhere you can kind of like put up some sticky notes with some positive things, kind of like being Mary Jane, how she had like those quotes in her bathroom, on her mirror, in your workspace at work, in the kitchen, wherever you need something to just kind of keep you motivated. And even if it's just a reminder of what your ultimate goal is. So then if you do see, you know, such and such person over here is doing maybe exactly the same thing that you want to do, and that's the goal that you're trying to get at, whether it's fitness, motherhood, business, work. There's so many different things. But whatever the case is, if you surround yourself with the positivity and the reminders of what it is that your ultimate goal is, you will again be setting yourself up to succeed. So number 4 is sacrifice. And this is a huge one, and sometimes it can be kind of blunt. But, you know, I've heard this saying before, and sometimes it's even kind of like pierced me a little bit when somebody's like, well, if it's something that you really want, you'll make time for it. And it's just the honest truth. This business is something that I am so passionate about. It's what I want. I want to only grow bigger and succeed and be just, this is my passion. This is what I want to do. And so I'm always thinking about it, you know, but it's like I can't always think about it all day. You know, I have to be a mom, I have to be a wife, I have a house to take care of, we have a dog, you know, like just different things that I can't always just focus on my business. I got to worry about my well-being as well, but I have to sacrifice. So just like last night, and that's probably why I look crazy, if I look like I got bags under my eyes, I was up till like 3 a.m. working on stickers and just things for my shop and designs and stuff so that I could be successful for today, so that I wasn't behind on all the things that I needed to get done, especially because it's just me. So if it's something that you want to do, and this is more so in a situation where it's outside of your everyday, something where maybe you're trying to implement something new. So like I know I want to start getting more active, and I am in physical therapy. I think I did mention that to you guys. So just even doing my physical therapy stuff, I need to make time for that. And so I'm always making excuses like, oh, I got so much I need to do. But it's like, well, if you want to feel better, you need to make time for your physical therapy. That's the only way that that's going to happen. I have to kind of tell myself that kind of stuff. It's like, you can keep making excuses, but the more you make excuses, the further back you're pushing yourself from whatever your goal is. So if you want to work out, if you want to start a business, if you want to add a new collection to your business, if you want to move up in your career, whatever the case is, you have to make that time, and sometimes you have to sacrifice. So if that means staying up late or getting up early, my printer's making some strange noises. So if that means staying up late or getting up early, then you'll just have to do that. But sacrifice is a huge thing that I think people sometimes forget in order to get from point A to point Z, because there's so many points in between there. That's just the reality of it. And so then number 5 is to be positive. And so like I said, so surround yourself with positivity. That's one thing. Of course, you know, you see it and stuff like that. But just within, just try to pull out that confidence and pull out the fact that you know that you will get this done. You will do whatever it is that you set your mind to. I think that if you believe it, then you can achieve it. And I know that that's so corny, but I really do truly think that that is so true. It's like, if you strongly believe that you can do something, and whether you eat, sleep, and breathe it or whatever, you're sacrificing the time, you got your positivity, you're dedicating the time towards it, and you have a very simplified surrounding, so you don't have a whole lot of clutter and just different things going on. I find that positivity is just really that last piece of the puzzle. You have to believe in yourself in order to do anything in life, in order to be successful, and in order to move ahead. So that is really it, guys. I wanted to just do this really quick video because I'm all about people accomplishing their goals and doing what they want to do. And I know I have so many huge goals that I want to accomplish, and I'm always trying to figure it out from day to day. And these are the things that I try to implement in my routine to make sure that I'm getting a little bit closer to my end goal. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely leave me some feedback below, and any other tips that you have for planning to succeed and how you're able to get all of the things done that you want to do in your life. And please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Definitely subscribe, share it with anybody that needs to hear this message, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.